Tucked into the Ozark Mountains, Arkansas farms are more than rolling hills and barns. They are classrooms, kitchens, and gathering places. They're the heartbeat of small towns and the stories passed from one generation to the next. And this week, we get to live that story. Welcome to Dogwood Hills Guest Farm in Harriet, Arkansas, where ag-ride tourism meets true Arkansas hospitality. For the next few days, we're learning what it really takes to grow food, care for animals, and create meals that come straight from the farm to the table. We'll milk a cow, enjoy meals cooked with what the land provides, and discover how much love it takes to run a farm that nourishes both guests and family. But this isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to slow down, a place where kids can get their hands dirty, where every sunrise feels earned, and where the food tastes better because you know where it came from. It's not just a getaway, it's an experience. So join us as we step into farm life, meet the animals, learn the craft, and soak in the beauty of this Ozark hillside home. Because the best way to understand Arkansas is to live it. Welcome to Dogwood Hills Guest Farm. It's farm chore day. We are excited. We should be able to milk a cow, collect eggs, get a farm tour, see everything they do here. We're ready for it. Who's ready for farm chore day? Yay!
Drizzle, everybody else has been milked and put back. Schizo rooster, yeah. You just don't know where to go. There you go. People everywhere. Cloud of dust, yep. So I'm going to take it in because we're going to drop the seed first. I'm going to put these cows back. So this is a little bit left of what I do in the morning. So I've already mixed up all their feed. They each have their own recipe. So if like one of them needs a little bit more body weight on, we give certain things. So this is Muddy. He's our steer that we're raising up for our farm to table stuff.
Oh,
and
he doesn't know it. Don't say it too loud.
No, he doesn't know it, but he's also really spoiled. So he's been hand raised, and see, like he's a dairy steer, so he's not going to put on the big muscles in the back. Like it's just not going to happen. But I want to make sure, see how like he's got 1, 2, and almost a third rib showing? That's nice. I've been putting some rice bran and he's getting all sorts of treats. You want to see that this is all nice and filled in and that he's extra loved, right? Come on. All right, let's go. Come on, we're going to go this way. Towards me. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. This is Java. Java is half Red Angus and half miniature Jersey. Don't be sassy. You see the little one?
Oh my goodness!
Yep, that is, whose baby are you? That's Callie's baby, right there, the calico one I just put back in.
Our hosts here on the farm are Ruthie and her daughter Grace. You'll see Grace later. Ruthie is taking us into the fodder house where they grow hydroponic fodder to nourish the animals. This is something I've read about but never seen in action.
Okay, so this is the seed for today. It's completely dry, nothing's happened to it. This is barley. Okay, so we're going to soak this for 8 hours in this water here. And it's all our spring water. So these will just sit in here. When they're finished going down, I'll make sure I wet the tops and make sure that the seed is at least under 2 inches of water because it's going to soak it up. You don't want it being dry on top.
There's holes in the bucket, in the bottom?
In the bottom of the bucket and these, yeah. And then there's holes in these.
So why don't you just pour the water in the top?
That went right down my boot. You can. It's just that we try and temper the water a little bit.
Okay.
So this one, it's been soaked yesterday, and it's just starting to get a couple of tiny here, like this. The little zygotes coming out. Yeah, I can see them over there. See? Okay? So that's yesterday's soak, and then pull one of the lids off of the fourth bucket down. And you got roots and sprouts, right? So that's what's going in the tray today after we pull out this layer here.
Here's a tiny growth.
And then this is the day before.
Oh, yes.
This is not mold, these are root fibers. And you can see if you look real careful, they're just really tiny little fibers.
Oh, and we progress.
Yeah, and it keeps going.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is for cows.
This is for the cows, yep. This off. And I'm going to go to that metal table behind you. And these are about 20 pounds each.
Sounded heavy. Fodder might look simple, but it's a game changer for small farms. It starts as a dry grain, usually barley or wheat, and instead of planting it in the ground, farmers soak it and let it sprout indoors for just a few days. With nothing but water, that grain turns into a fresh, nutrient-rich mat of living greens. Fodder has actually been around since the 1800s, but it's making a comeback today as farmers look for healthier feed that grows year-round, saves space, and keeps animals thriving. So when you see trays of sprouting grain here at Dogwood Hills, you're looking at a century-old idea being used in a whole new way, turning simple seed into fresh feed right on the farm.
And Drizzle over there, she'll take, oh yeah, you heard your name. We can go take chunks over to them too, okay?
Okay.
Because Drizzle will take it right out of your hand. Oops.
Get ready, because this one just takes it out and chews it.
Right.
You ready, babe? I'll get this and you can do yours. Oh, yeah.
Drizzle runs a tight ship there on that.
Wow.
We go ahead and push it through.
Push it through the fence.
There you go. That's what Mama's do. Mama ever say you don't shoot like a cow?
That's it,
That's
there.
it, right
That's
there.
what it looks like.
There you go.
And she's got those beautiful ears,
Oh,
guys.
sorry. Gotta get your head back in there.
Yeah, she's very...
Dude, these don't break off.
You gotta chunk it over the fence.
So,
Hey,
Yeah. Okay, tore it in half. There you go. Hey, bud. Not by the GoPro.
and
we need to throw it way up here.
Yeah.
They keep hitting cows.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Wow. Is that better? Yeah. I can smell breakfast cooking. Can anyone else smell that? All right, it's time to milk a cow, which we've never done before.
so you have to kind of get all the dirt out of all these little crevices in here. Okay, so then this is the strip cup. What this does is I throw a few squirts in here to make sure there's no specks or spots or anything. And it's been chewed on by the dogs a few times, but when you know what you're looking for any signs of mastitis. So this is like the first thing that you're gonna check.
And what's the sign?
It would have little flecks in it or something like that.
Okay.
You know, that would stick to that rubber.
Okay.
So, and then,
There's rubber in the bottom. Okay.
right. There we go. Now,
I don't know why, I never thought about it, but there is a lot of cleaning that happens before the cow can even be milked. Apparently, it's even harder if it's been raining because the entire backside of the cow has to be dried off before the milking process can begin.
there. Now I have this in here that'll catch anything loose that might fall. Okay,
so it's just a fine screen.
Fine screen on there. And then I've already done my strip cup, so I've emptied out any milk that was left in the teat. I've already emptied that out. And now I'm gonna, so if you can see, I'm taking my hand, I'm closing it, and then I'm squeezing. Open, close, squeeze. Open, close, squeeze. Well, yes, close the top first so that you send the milk out and not back up into the udder. Like this.
After a quick but thorough lesson on how to milk, Ruthie has full confidence in our abilities and lets us take a turn. Let's see if we can pass the test or if we'll become farm school dropouts.
You practice a couple. Squeeze the thumb. Yep, there you go. You got it. And just keep opening
Squeeze
that.
the top part,
and open. Yep, open and close.
Oh, you got it.
Kitty bonus. It's okay. Go ahead and do that other one behind it. There you go. We can scoot that a little further back. So.
Move this up.
There you go.
Now that we've milked the cow, or at least tried, and fed cows, it's time for a big country breakfast. And I hear there's pancakes involved.
Pancakes. I heard about bacon and pancakes, I think.
This is Grace, Ruthie's daughter. I told you about her earlier. Well, she had her first child just 1 week ago, and she's already back to working on the farm and cooking for guests. Between filming, we are cuddling her sweet baby girl. Thank you, Grace, for being so generous and letting us hold
the
her.
yogurt. There's some local honey and strawberries, and then you can go ahead and here's some syrup for the pancakes.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's a cute. Is that like actually a syrup?
Pottery? I don't know. It's for something, sauces or
Cool.
whatever. It was just funky looking, so it's kind of cool.
Thank you for breakfast.
Thank you.
Will it really go?
Why do y'all want to go? Can I pet a chicken?
I mean, they're not gonna let you, but you could try. It's pretty, huh? Thoughts on breakfast?
That breakfast was great. We had fluffy blueberry pancakes and crisp bacon. It was excellent, and homemade yogurt.
Homemade yogurt, and I learned the reason why my pancakes at home are never fluffy, even though I try really hard, and I have tried different recipes, is because they use real buttermilk here, and I make mine. You know how you do with like milk and you put lemon juice in it? Well, apparently I don't let that sit long enough to get fizzy enough. So now I know the trick. We also had fresh eggs, which if you've never had fresh eggs, you need to try them, because come here and try them. The yolks are a richer color.
And fresh milk, as in we milked the cow and then we drank the milk. And if you've never had fresh milk, it is not like what you get in the store. It's wonderful. Haven't had it since I was younger, but I missed it and I got to taste it again today.
How often can you milk the cow and then put that milk in your coffee or drink the milk with your breakfast? Unless you own a milk cow, then you're probably not going to do that. So that was a really cool experience to have this morning, especially for the kids. I've never milked a cow for sure, but it was neat that the kids got to do that. The farm is less than 5 miles from the Buffalo National River, so we came down here to Dillard's Ferry to swim because it's in the mid-90s today, so it's still perfect swimming weather. You could also easily go to Buffalo Point campground and you could camp there. We're staying at the Airbnb there at the farm and doing the farming experience, but you could also camp and then do the farm experience, it's thundering. So you could do it that way too. You could camp and go to the farm, or you could stay there. But Dillard's Ferry, Spring Creek, and Buffalo Point are easily accessible from the farm for swimming or floating. This is what it looks like today. It's thundering, and there's a chance of rain. It was sprinkling on us a little when we left the rental, but we're here. You just gotta do what you gotta do while you're here. Unfortunately, there seems to be like a lot of algae growth. The water is low right now just because we haven't had a whole lot of rain, which means the water is warmer. So like Timothy pointed out, it's probably why there's a little more algae growth, but it may not be as bad out in the main channel. We'll just see. It's a good day to be playing in the Buffalo. This part of Arkansas has not had rain in a very long time. And if you've watched any of our other videos, then you know that we attract thunderstorms. Look at this. We got here to swim in the Buffalo, and the clouds rolled over, and now it's thundering and lightning, and we are hiding under this bridge.
Wind is picking up. We're not sure how long it's going to last. But in all seriousness, for 2 weeks, hot and dry, and 2 or 3 different times we've had our swim clothes in the vehicle ready to cool off, to get a break. Never got to put them on because different things happened that meant we didn't have time or wasn't a good place to do it. And so that feeling of you just want some relief of jumping in the water, and you have a picnic or you go for a hike knowing that you're going to jump in at the end of it, and that relief never came. So we finally today came again to try again, and we came all the way to the Buffalo. No rain for 2 weeks, sunny and hot this morning. Right when we walked down to the water, a random stray dark thundercloud comes in, lightning and thunder and wind, and that's just the way it's been for us. For some reason, when we finally get ready to swim, a storm finds us at that moment, and that's just really not convenient today after trying so many times.
The rain and thunder have passed, so we finally get to swim. Timothy found a deep pool. Where are you? There he is. Timothy found a deep pool.
I have an air pocket in my shirt.
He's an air pocket in his shirt, and the kids are swimming from this little island over here back and forth because it's kind of shallow in there, so it's perfect for little ones. You having fun, sugar? They're gonna try to build a raft and out of sticks and float it across the river. I don't have the heart to tell them it's probably not gonna work. Let them figure that out for themselves. The water is a little bit chilly, which is a whole lot better than it being warm. We've been there. There's dragonflies everywhere.
I just want to swim under the bridge, and I realize if you're going with the current, even though you can't really see it, it's a lot faster to go with it than against it.
How many times do you get to say that you swam under a bridge?
Not many. Right before you get to Buffalo Point, you cross this bridge. It's crazy because we've seen this river swollen when it's flood stage, and it looks very dangerous and muddy. It's all up in the trees, just flowing violently. And then now, I think the marker over here says it's about 3 feet and 3 or 4 feet different places. It's just calm and safe right now, but it changes in a hurry when the water level's right, that's for sure.
This is one of the few remaining undammed rivers in the US. So yeah, water levels can vary greatly, and this is a very popular river to float, but you always want to call an outfitter and check, or you can actually call the ranger station at Buffalo Point, check water levels and see if it's safe to do, or if it's something that you're comfortable with, because sometimes it's just too much, especially if you're like us and you're floating with a family. There's just certain currents and water depths that I'm just not going to do with the children. But it is fun to see how much this river can vary because it is undammed. The girls drug a log all the way down into the water to try to create a raft, and I'll say I was wrong. It is floating, and they were floating down the river. The little one is actually floating. Today is her last day of being 6 years old. Her birthday's tomorrow. I think this is a great way to spend your last day of being 6. We're just sitting there and the youngest hollers snake. I filmed him over there sitting on the rock, but we just knew for sure he would never come anywhere near us because we're just sitting here on the edge of the water, you know, splashing around. But apparently he is not afraid of people. He's coming towards the shore now, kids. He's right out there and he started swimming back for them. Sure didn't think that would happen. Thought they would be scared of us for sure. Y'all leave him alone. You think that?
Apparently we're wrong.
We are all dressed up to go have dinner in the barn.
Dressed up.
Dress up. The best we can possibly dress up on a road trip when it's 95 degrees outside. But we are so looking forward to this. You may drive?
I can, I don't care what you want.
I think he should drive me to dinner, don't y'all? Never had dinner in a barn before. This is going to be awesome. But first, I have to open the gate. As you know, we have been swimming. Swimming makes you very hungry. Ready?
Ready!
We are about to find out that dinners here in the barn are magical. Not only is Ruthie a fantastic cook, she also sources the majority of her ingredients within a small radius of her farm.
Looks good.
The lettuce for tonight's meal was picked fresh today from a farm just down the road, and the rice is Arkansas grown.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
The like 24% butter fat in there.
And then, so you can understand that when I first had vitamin D milk from the store when the cow was gone, I thought it was water. I could not understand how that could be whole milk.
Yeah. No, it's not, right? I mean, this is whole milk.
Right.
This is, well, when we're marketing it, it's full fat milk because we make the ricotta with full fat milk.
Okay.
Which means I do not take the cream off the top before I make the ricotta to make the cookies. Yeah, tell me when they're.
Oh, sorry. When?
It's okay.
I wasn't even paying
There
attention.
you
Now,
go.
if you overdid it, I'll trade with you.
No.
There.
Thank you.
Is that okay? If you need more, I'll
That's
you can
awesome.
do that. Doggy's really put you out and then just push it through there and he'll grab it. Don't do that. He wants to make you have his banana, that's why. You're getting lettuce right now. See if he'll take this piece here because he likes that. You like lettuce. Don't even go there. Give him that piece right there with the core on it. He really likes that the best. Yep. We'll just snap this piece off the bottom. There you go, and you can just shove that in there. He just like sucks him down. He loves them. You're making a mess. Yep, they're fine.
You got it.
You've never held a cat.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Alright, say cheese. We are headed to another farm breakfast. This is our last breakfast here on the farm before we move on. So that's kind of sad. because this has
Very sad.
been a ton of fun, and Ruth and Grace are so nice. And yesterday I walked over to the barn to use the Wi-Fi so I could upload this week's YouTube video. So go watch that if you haven't watched our latest YouTube videos before this one. And as soon as I walked in the barn, because the Wi-Fi is excellent in the barn, Ruth said, "Do you want a cup of coffee?" And that's speaking my language. They're just such wonderful, nice people, and they're so thoughtful. So it's going to be sad to leave, but we are going to thoroughly enjoy the rest of the time here that we have this morning. And right now, there are ducks in the pond. You can drive, if you want, from the guest house to the barn for chores and breakfast, or you can walk through a field of cows, and we choose to walk through a field of cows.
Much more pleasant in the morning than getting in the car just for a very short drive, just to walk through here and you say hi to everything, all the animals as you walk to the barn.
And all the animals are friendly too. Like, they just come up. Some of them come up and just, you know, are curious about you. The rest of them just kind of stare at you. It's fun to be this close to cows. And those of you who are used to farm life probably think we're silly. This is really cool.
Come on, Chuck.
It's not your way.
You can't come out, buddy.
Come on, kids, through here. My favorite noise is duck noises. They're so funny to listen to them quack. They're just really entertaining.
We got up this morning, and from the back porch of the house we could hear ducks and rooster crowing and cows mooing. It was like a soundtrack to farm life. Perfect way to wake up in the mornings.
So we have brown rice grits, eggs any style, omelets if you'd like them, sausage, and yogurt and fruit banana walnut muffins.
Yes, that sounds
You have to pick an egg.
Oh, the eggs.
Do you
Okay.
want your eggs fried on top of the grits, or do you want them like an omelet and your grits on the side?
Omelet and grits on the side.
Okay. Yeah. And those
Okay.
are Ralston's brown rice, and I grind them here. So
Okay.
I have a grain mill in front of my KitchenAid, so I put them in this.
Okay.
So then I'll just get your eggs going. I've got spinach and mushrooms in here. So I'll
nice.
just turn them over. I just get that spinach warmed up a little bit. And sausage.
Busy kitchen this morning.
Yeah. And I did the chores downstairs. So I started the muffins, went downstairs and fed cows. Then I came back upstairs and pulled out the muffins and pulled the sausage out. And then I went back downstairs and milked cows. And then came back up here. So there's a clothing change that happens every time we go
Absolutely.
from barn to kitchen to barn to kitchen. Yeah. So I just wash them, because you can leave them. I have a brush just for the eggs. You can leave them in the on the counter for a bit if they're unwashed, because they have a bloom on them. That's the last thing the chicken puts on there, and that keeps it kind of airtight, but it's water soluble. So as soon as you hit it with any water, and if you keep them in the refrigerator and then you take them out and put them on the counter, they're gonna sweat, right? Especially some seasons more than others. And so once this outside of the bloom gets wet, then I gotta wash it and then put them back in the refrigerator. So it's okay if you take your unwashed eggs and you put them in the fridge, but when you take them out, you gotta wash them then. 1 or 2 sausages, honey? 1 to start with, okay. Okay, and I will get you the grits.
Kids have to love on the animals one last time before we walk back to our house in the rain. Let's see your cat.
Well, we were eating breakfast and guess what? Rain's coming back. So we actually decided, like we have been doing, to walk all the way through the fields, pretty good distance down to the barn. So we had to look at the radar. It's going to be pretty bad in a minute, like the orange and yellow versus the green on the radar. So we're trying to get back before we get caught in heavy rain and thunder. There's already been a little bit of thunder. It's raining pretty good, and as usual, we're in it. So we're trying to walk back to the house before it gets worse.
I told the kids, we've been rained on before, no big deal. And actually, it's like fell to me in the head. Rain on a farm is actually pretty pleasant. It's funny to see how the animals are different. Like, oh yeah, we've got cows up here by the house now.
It's getting, I don't know if you can see it on camera, it's getting a lot harder. We're under a tree right now, but it's coming down in the field heavy.
The cows don't seem to mind at all. Like, they don't even notice. They're just still eating. But they've needed rain here for a while. Like, this area has been very, very dry. And, you know, for a lot of us, that just means less mowing, which is fine. But on a farm, that means less grass for the animals. So no, this is a really big deal for them. So I'm glad we could bring the rain with us, as we always do.
Here's the gate, ma'am.
What?
The gate for you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Come on through. Always close gates back the way you found them.
Breakfast this morning was stellar. Might have been the first time I've ever had grits. The kids claim that we have made grits at home before. I don't have any recollection of that. But she made us omelets with spinach and cheese. She had other toppings. We chose spinach and cheese. And it was all so good. Something about sitting in a farm kitchen, drinking coffee with real cream and having real omelets with farm fresh eggs. Couldn't ask for anything better than that.
We got back just in time because now we're getting really wet.
Y'all know we have been all over Arkansas, and every adventure has its own story. But there's something special about being welcomed into a farm, learning with the people who live it every day, and slowing down long enough to be a part of it. Dogwood Hills Guest Farm isn't just a stay, it's a memory we'll hold on to. One of the best we've made here in the natural state. Out of everything we've done in Arkansas, this experience stands out. The food, the farm, the people. Dogwood Hills gave us something real to take home, and we won't ever forget it. If you watched until the end, put code word fresh milk in the comments section. We'll see you next time.
It's all incredible. The bacon is thick and I ran out of words. Thick and delicious. Thick and delicious.